Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 BMW 540i xDrive. Huge shout out to Hendrick Mini for providing this new sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, that link is down in the description. This 540 is finished off in Photonic Blue, and the MSRP start just over $67,000. This is powered by the 3-liter turbocharged inline 6. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic and pumps out 375 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. Sent through that xDrive all-wheel drive system, this 4,300-pound sedan can do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 18 gallons. You'll expect to see it 26 miles per gallon in the city and 33 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 117.9 inches. Its overall length is 199.2. It has a width of 74.8, a height of 59.7, and its ground clearance measures in at 6.1 inches. Now for this particular model, you'll notice there's some brushed accents, and this also has the illumination for the grille surround. So at nighttime that will light up, and there's also active grille shutters on the back section that will open to provide cooling when needed. There's also the integrated sensor for distance pacing, nicely incorporated, and a forward-facing camera. There's parking sensors too, and then gloss black accents for the lower section where there's also more active grille shutters and plenty of cutouts. You'll notice too the indentations coming down the hood with the BMW badge right in the middle. Now this also has a two-tone design for the wheels, and it features the blue M Sport brakes. Very nice design for that combo there. You'll notice there's gloss black for the lower side skirt. It's also on part of the power folding side mirrors where there's a camera and a turn signal. It's on the window trim. This also has a full panoramic roof, and that is fixed glass, so there's no sunroof that opens up. There's also a flush design for the door handles and some crisp lines that flow down the side. You'll notice too, 5 is stamped in this rear gloss black trim accent, which is a neat touch. And then in back, there's LEDs for the lighting, backup camera, parking sensors, and then more gloss black for the lower diffuser. Now this also has remote start, so you can use the key fob for that. And you'll hear it's not all that loud, and then you can use it to shut it off as well. You can also release the power trunk or just use the control underneath and open that up. For the 5 Series, this has a good bit of space. Now there's no storage under the floor, but there's some storage bins on both sides, and you can fold down the back seats for even more space. There's also some tie-down hooks too. So this is plentiful for a luxury sedan. You also have the control up top to close the trunk and to lock the vehicle. Now, as you just heard it lock, there's no proximity sensors on the rear door handles, but you can set it up to where you walk up to the vehicle, it will unlock, or you will have to do it this way. So there's ways to get around not having the proximity door handles to unlock all 4 at once. Now for this interior, this is paired with the espresso brown leather. Interesting color combo, but I think it looks pretty good in person. You'll notice there's the window shades that are adjustable, Harman Kardon for the audio, storage down below, and then the release handle above that. Now with these seats folded, you'll notice there's a little bit of a cutout there, so you can put in some longer items if needed. They don't fold all the way flat, but it is still usable nonetheless. And then in back, you'll notice there's an area to place and charge tablets. There's also vents. You get heated seats, some storage down below. I have a good bit of leg space as well. And at 5'10", I have maybe 2 inches or so, 1.5 inches of headroom. So I could go on a long road trip. I could be comfortable sitting in the back of this vehicle. You'll notice too, there's armrest with cup holders, and then you can also fold this middle seat down individually if you need to. There's also some thin pillars, so you have good visibility around that back section. Now up front, this has memory seating adjustments. There's also lock and unlock, window controls, side mirror adjustments, the trunk release, and more storage. And this is an ambient lighting strip that runs across the dash, as you will see. And then the automatic front seats, which have a great look to them, including the leg support, which is currently extended at the moment. As we hop in, solid black leather steering wheel with the flat bottom design, along with some brushed accents. And as we start this up, we can go through all of the tech features. Now to go through that, there's this control over on the right side, where there's also volume, music, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And you'll notice the ambient lighting strips to indicate it has distance pacing. Your cruise controls on the left. There's also paddle shifters, and then you have quite a lot to go through. So you can scroll through all of this content, from daily driving information to the augmented reality system, just depending on what you would like to see. Now, if you currently just saw that this vehicle for 2026 has 15,000 miles on it. This is a corporate vehicle, so it was definitely driven a lot. But this is a 2026, and over those miles, it looks to be in pretty good shape. This also has a head-up display, so you can go through all of those features as well. Now on the left, there's headlight adjustments along with some fan controls. You have one down below. It looks like this has the extended leather, so that's on the dash too. And then for the infotainment system, you have a lot more that you can cycle through, and you can use the shortcuts down below where this model has crystal for those 3 controls. So now I can use the rotary dial. There's Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have several icons to get into, and then you can use the shortcuts in front of it to further go through all of this. There's also the home screen that is split, so you can easily view all of that. You can get into climates, music, and navigation, and then this has heated seats, ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and temperature adjustments. There's more ambient lighting underneath that with the hazards and defrosters, some more air vent controls. There's storage down below, along with cup holders and auxiliaries. And then there's also volume tuning, and you have different modes that you can get into. So you can go into sport, where it will give you a little bit more throttle response and change the colors there. You also have a few others that are somewhat of a gimmick, but you have some neat ones just depending on the graphics you would like to view. You can also get into some of this information here to adjust all of those as needed. And there's also a shortcut to the camera system, where you have no shortage of visibility around this entire vehicle. So that was just by pushing on the shortcut for the camera button. Of course, you can put it into reverse or drive and use that to get your front and rear facing angles. The e-brake is also park. There's auto hold, and then you have a split design for the center armrest with an auxiliary. There is a locking glove box. More ambient lighting that goes on the passenger side, and then garage door buttons, dome lights, and then controls for the sunshade. As I mentioned, there is no opening sunroof, so you just have that fixed glass. And then with a look at visibility, it's super easy to see over both shoulders. So setting off behind the wheel now for this used 2026 540. I jumped on this one because the 540s are extremely hard to find. I think everyone leans towards the 540 versus the 530s that we've been able to drive just because of the engine. You have the V58 with more power. This is also an interesting color combo, which is why I wanted to showcase it as well, the blue with the brown. I think it does work very nicely. They also have a white on white one as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can spec the 540 in general. You have a lot of different interior features as well, depending on what is going to suit your budget and what you are going to enjoy while driving. So for this 5 Series, this is a really neat luxury-focused sedan. This is more on par with being a luxury-focused vehicle. You can opt for the M Sport package as well. This one just has the brakes, surprisingly, and you can tell because the front grille is not blacked out. If that was blacked out, it would have even more of the M Sport features. So there's a few things that you can almost do a standalone option with, just again, depending on what you would like. So the 5 Series is a very luxury-focused sedan. This is one that's going to be super comfortable to daily drive. It's very well insulated. It's going to be very comfortable. The suspension does a great job at absorbing all of the bumps and everything. While there's no adjustments for the adaptable suspension, it does all of that in the background, which is nice. So let's put it into sport mode now, and we have the paddle shifter. So from second gear, here we go. It definitely sounds good as well. Now you won't hear a lot of the exhaust just because of how well insulated these vehicles are. If you're new to the channel, I have an X5. I even put on an aftermarket exhaust on that. And while it's still loud at some times, I have to roll the window down slightly just to hear it a little bit more because of how well insulated these are. So it's a super comfortable vehicle, one that you can rack up the miles on and just feel comfortable behind the wheel. Now, as far as driving, at 5'10" here for front seat passengers, I have maybe 2 inches or so of headroom, and that is about, the seat can go down a little bit farther, so you can be slightly taller than me and still fit comfortably. And still in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And a minor acceleration, we're up to speed. Shifts are very quick too. Now, if I go up to 7th gear and hold on this left paddle for a few seconds, it will actually drop down to 3rd gear, and now we have a countdown from 10 seconds. So if you need to merge, you want to do some performance or spirited driving fun, you can do that, or you can just use it to downshift yourself by hitting that paddle a few times. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the 540i. A really nice layout. You do have different trim accents that you can get. Like I mentioned earlier, there's various options and ways that you can spec this, but it's a super comfortable vehicle. If you're looking for more of that luxury with some performance and some sporty aspects, it's definitely a great option to go with. And it seems to be incredibly popular because 540s are not on dealer lots all that often, because they come in, they're usually pre-sold for the most part, or they sit for maybe a few days and they are gone. So this seems to be a very popular vehicle. If you own a 540, let me know your thoughts on it. What is the biggest reason you went with this? I'm assuming, especially if you compare this to the 530, it's because of that power plant with the B58. That is what I have in my current BMW X5. It's a very healthy engine, very reliable engine, and you do get a good bit of power. So with that engine too, even though this is luxury focused, there could be some tuning potential if you wanted to bump it up a little bit, or of course, you could jump up to the M5. Now with the M5, that is only a plug-in hybrid. So if that is not for you, you can go down to the 540. Not to say it's a downgrade by any means. And this was just filled up. We have over 500 miles on the range. So you have a luxury vehicle that's also going to be great on gas as well. So that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 BMW 540i. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick Mini for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I'll see you all in the next video.